Alright, welcome back, boys and girls. We are back in Satisfactory for a weekly video and update on what's going on. You could kind of see what's going on over there off the left, but we will get to that later. I wanted to say, for this video and a couple other videos, if they are a little janky, I am sorry. I have sprained my wrist, and I've lost a lot of dexterity in my mouse hand. Right now I don't have my brace on, so it's giving me a little bit more, but if it does get janky, I apologize. Especially my editing, because some of that takes real price dexterity, and yeah, so I'm doing the best I can. But needless to say, so last episode we did, we looked around at trains, tested the train height of how it can go up ramps and everything, and we figured something out, and I made something beautiful. But since we're in base right now, let's check out what I've done in base. So last time we tested out what it would look like if I ended up bringing all the conveyor elevators down, and it actually opened up the floor a lot. I've recently connected them to all their lines and realized I didn't need the front part. So I actually don't have the front line of conveyor elevators, so it even opened up even more, which is super nice. So I'll go down here to show you that I have connected all of them to somewhat of their distinguished place where they're going. And what I did do too is, so as you can see, some of these are facing in and some are facing out. The out ones are the tippity top ones. So those ones are the ones that I'm gonna want to be able to grab fast, so they'll be up by the hub. The other ones are going to be the extra stuff like circuit boards and stuff that you don't necessarily need when you're building bases and stuff, but you use them to build computers or whatever. So just the extra stuff that I'm not necessarily going to be using for building will be funneled to the second row, which will still be easy access, but it won't be right by the hub where I can just stash and grab. I have connected a good chunk of essentially the ones I'm currently making. I've made, I've attached all their C containers together so that they'll run through everything just fine. But I haven't connected the train to it yet, and that's where one of the other new things we'll get into right now. So let's go just break ourselves in. So this is the train area. As you can see, I put a train rail all the way around because obviously this is not going to be our only drop-off station here. I'm thinking that I'm going to set up 4 of them. So one right here, or maybe even more. One right here, one over there, and 2 in the back. Depending on how many we're going to need and all that, we'll see. Other than that, that's about all we have done new in the base. We'll probably come back here and connect it up because these are all full, so this is not dropping anything off, and then so we can start getting that going. But since this guy is here right now, let's take a little gander of what I have made. We're off and running now, so you can see that they can go 3 different ways when they come in here. It's right now currently only 2 just because how it's set up. But as you can see, our copper iron tower is ready. Just a spoiler alert, I didn't do the back yet. I was going to write works on the other side. You won't really see it normally when you're coming from this side, obviously, but it needs to fill it out because I do call this the iron and copper works. So eventually I'll write works on the other side, just like I did here, but iron and then copper on the other side. I carved out the area so we don't necessarily clip through anything anymore and made it look kind of nice. See how it's all gray still. But yeah, oh, there's something there. Oh, some walls I need to take out. But yeah, everything runs really nicely, doesn't clip. As far as I know, yeah, I was gonna say, some days are getting a little close, but as far as I know, I don't think any of them clip anymore. Yeah, and then it comes up into here. Well, that clips. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that though, but necessarily we'll figure it out. But yeah, I might just have it come around, flattened out a little bit, and then it loops around and docks with this BZ. And as you can see, everything is being force-fed through the top, through some conveyors up there, and I kind of just I didn't have enough space for them all to have separate ones, so I essentially what I did was, if you had your own one line, it could go up to 500, like the wire. So you can see wire out there. It goes up to 500. That's its own line. That's fine. But since these go to 200, the cable and the copper sheets, I put them together. And same here. So screws are 500, and then yeah, it's reinforced plates, and I think modular frames go into here. Yeah. And then this one is one line, but it has steel or iron rods and iron plates. And yeah, kind of put a roof on this just because I needed to. Well, not I put a roof on it. I put what eventually might be my roof in here, because that's where all my lines are running. And yeah, so that's what we've done so far over here. I had to switch up some things because where my iron rods were going, or my iron plates were coming from, was kind of a nightmare to run. So I switched it up a bit and added them, the ones from way over on the far side over there, to the line, and then the ones over here being made are the ones that are going to be the ones we're going to store. And so what I am going to do real quick is I'm going to run. Well, that's autosave. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to run over and show you where my next base is going to be. So my next big project on this game is going to be making what we're making over there, minus the stators, because we're not going to make stators in this base. It's going to be steel beams, steel pipes, and encased industrial beams. And we're going to make the base over here. I'll tell you kind of why. Because we originally were going to make it right here, but we don't have enough iron in this small little area. So what this might end up being is just essentially either we're going to do something with quartz, because I haven't done the math on that yet, or we're going to do we're going to expand our power grid there with the coal generators and just use all the coal in this area. Because the thing with that area is there is 4 normal coal nodes, and then there's the one pure one we're using. And the only other things that are in that immediate area are 2 quartz pure that are up on the hill. And then down below, where we currently have our steel thing, there is 1 pure iron node, and I don't know if it's a pure copper, but there's 1 copper node there, and then there's 1 normal limestone. So with that little amount of iron there, you can't really do our steel base there unless we only make 1 thing. And I don't really want to do that. I want to try to make these bigger bases where they're making a few things at least. So like this one's going to be making 3. But yeah, so I don't know how much iron I'm going to need for quartz things, because that might actually be the best. Or there's also some sulfur nodes. They're kind of far away, but the sulfur nodes with the coal will make gunpowder and explosives and all that. So we'll see. But needless to say, so this current area, there is a bunch of iron nodes down here, and limestone and stuff. I think there's 3 pure, and there's 3 pure coal nodes up here. So what this base is going to end up being is I'm going to be, and there, see, you can see a limestone right there. What it's going to be is I'm going to rain down the coal down to a certain level, probably high enough to have a miner there. So probably up to around this direction, or this area, and I'm just going to have it come out. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to force feed coal down, and then I'm going to, I think that's an iron node over there, you can see. And then I'm going to force the iron up into our foundries, and then that's how the base is going to start. And then we're going to go, I think, I don't know if I might want to go up just because I'm bringing stuff down, so it's not such a waterfall of coal. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do for this area. is this is going to be our steelworks area. But yeah, so I'm going to cut to the base real quick because we have a lot of unlocks we want to do. We have to unlock a lot of stuff in the MAM, like sulfur stuff, because I got some sulfur, and just a bunch of stuff. So that's what the rest of this video is going to be, and explaining on what we're doing with that. Because also, that's going to give some of the MAM stuff will unlock more inventory spaces, and that's somewhat needed. So I'm going to go run over there and just hop into the hub right now. All right, so we're back in the hub, and we're going to do the milestone for jetpack because it gives me 3 inventory slots. The jetpack is really nice for exploring and everything. The only problem is it's not going to be super good until the next update, because the next update we actually are getting more body slots. So we'll have a back slot and a feet slot, I think that's what they call it. So we can wear the Blade Runners and the jetpack. But currently, while I'm just hopping around and doing stuff, I like the Blade Runners a lot better. But these 3 slots will be super nice. So I have the materials in my bag, just slam them in there. Big red button goes boom. And there we go. Got the jetpack unlocked.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension and has provided a jetpack, which operates on oil-based fuel for increased navigational capabilities as well as odds of survival.
Alright, so let's go here to the MAM and see what things we can make real quick. Might have to go down to my area where all my supplies are, but we want to be able to end up making the Mark III poles, because I think they can hold up to 10 lines. Programmable splitters is not that big of a deal. They're cool, but I'm not really going to use them much. Super computers are good, and I believe this one down here, the unavailable one, I think that's the hydro power ones, which will be nice because I know where a few hydro like geysers are. So, and supercomputers, they're hefty to make though, so we'll see. And power switches, that'd be cool to have once I start adding stuff to my plants and stuff, so I can switch stuff off without destroying it or whatever. Parachute and stuff, we could do that if we have the material. I'm not gonna go crazy and go find it right now, but yeah. So let's go down to let's go slide down here and go down to where our supplies are so we can pick some up for some of these MAM things. And then we'll just take a nice little gander through a hyper tube at our tower we made. Leave it in a comment below if you actually like how that came out, because I think it's not too bad. It's better than just having a sky bridge, I feel. Obviously, it's still going to need some work because I need to make walls up there and stuff and make it look pretty, but generally, for how basic that is, and how actually annoying it was that I actually had to move this whole beam because it was straight with the middle, so now I'm probably gonna have 2 lines come out for trains just to make it symmetrical. But yeah, I got here and I'm like, oh crap, like it's not gonna make the turn, so it's kind of annoying. But let's plop down the MAM here real quick. Let's see, I know I need to reinforce plates. Get some of this food stuff in here just to see what we can unlock with it. Craft this mycelia and oh, can I not make fabric right now? Oh yeah, that's right, I need biomass. There we go. Sorry, I just want to hand make those so we can see what we can make. Cables for that. This is a 3-seconder. Let's pop that in and see what it unlocks. Oh, it's an inhaler. Okay. Mycelia, rotors. Okay. I'll grab the cable in a second. Let's see what else we can do. Another 3-seconder with food. I think this one leads to an inhaler eventually too.
New object added to the object scanner.
Oh, this is for object scanning for these. Okay. Okay, let's grab some stators. There. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. All right, another. Can't afford. Oh, I need some more wire. There we go. Nutritional mixture. Yeah, and then inhalers. Alright, 3-seconder. Boom. Alright, all that's complete. Let's see. Do I have a yeah, I do have a purple power slug. Also need modular frames, cable. I might do that one later because I don't want to go run and do modular frames right now. 180. Yeah, so let's make the crystal oscillators. So we can start making those now. Need to make 5 of those real quick. Do I have enough stuff? Don't have enough crystals right now, so I'll do that later. So let's look at sulfur. I have the sulfur, so let's do that. Okay. Gunpowder, I need coal. I can just go grab that real quick. I'm gonna grab a little extra too, because I guarantee it's just gonna make me make some here in a little bit. I think the problem is, oh, this one might be full. There we go. Earlier ones are full. And if you're wondering why these earlier ones are full compared to these later ones, is because I'm actually running the splitters through a manifold system rather than the even split like tree system I have up there. I should split it out normally, but we might do that once we expand it more and actually make it bigger. So we always have power running and not worried about some of them turning off and on and stuff like that. But needless to say, so we have sulfur and coal, so plop that in to make gunpowder. I need 50 gunpowder. Do I have? I do have enough. Let's make these real quick. All right, another 3-seconder. See what it unlocks. All right, got magazines, the rifle, the Noblest detonator, Noblest. I think this one is because I think this one's gonna be the bag space. Let's see, what do we need? Lag. Alright, so we need some cable and stuff. Did we check any of these? See if we can make any of these. We'll do this one to end it. Alright. So it will be. What's that? There we go. This is a 5-minute one. I'm probably not going to let it finish while we're video recording, but unlocking an extra hand, so I'll have 4 slots for my hands. But needless to say, so yeah, so we are going to be I wanted to talk about what we're going to be starting this next roundabout too, because just thinking about it, I'm gonna need some stuff for the MAM. But needless to say, is we're gonna start our steel base, and then we're gonna be starting. What was it? I just was thinking about it. Well, needless to say, we're gonna be starting our steel base for sure, and then we will probably start expanding our coal generators. There was something here I was gonna say that. Oh, no. That what I was gonna say. Yeah. So we're gonna do the steel base, and what we also need to start working on is the space elevator next tier, the complete phase 3. So what I'm gonna end up doing is, I think it's this floor. Yes. Yes. So this floor is gonna be my vehicle area and my space elevator loading zone. So what I mean by that, so if you see the space elevator over here, we have these 3 slots, and we have 3 slots on the other side. I believe there's only 6 things you can make that go into here. I'll have to double check that, but I think that's how they made it, is that there's 6 items. You can see 3 of them up here. It's the frames, the engines, like the compacted engines or something, and then the other one. And we also have the smart plating and the wire one we did earlier on. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to move this upstairs because I think I'm going to need more room down here. So I might actually have a 5th train one right in the middle, but we'll see. But this definitely needs to move up because I want it to be on its own floor with its own stuff and just give more space for the trains. I think it'll make better sense and make my other floors a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what I wish I could do is attach a splitter to these, because like conveyors on the ground, you can snap these while they're made and they'll just pull off of them. You can't do it with the elevators, which sucks, but needless to say, so I might have to run some elevators down for the specific items I need. Like, I know the wireframe ones are modular frames and steel beams, I believe, to make them. So wherever that line's going to come from, I'm going to also have it feed down so we can constantly make these items and feed into here. So whenever this space elevator needs something, it'll just automatically feed it in, and we'll have that all done. But yeah, guys, I hope you like the things I have made, like the train and the tower we made. And we did some unlock stuff so we can get further on and have a little bit more bag space and be able to craft a little bit more things. So we can get to planning other things. But yeah, again, we've opened a lot more space and we're going to be building some bigger and better things. Again, the things we're going to be making are going to be the steel plant that we showed you, where we showed you. And then we're going to make the space elevator manufacturing floor. But yeah, guys. Again, hopefully this video wasn't too janky with my wrist being the way it was. And hopefully my editing isn't as bad either. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And give me any comments or anything of what you think I've made, if it's cool, what you think I should make or make changes on, anything like that, guys. But I appreciate you being here, and have a good day. Bye.